Have you ever noticed that when you were a kid, summers felt endless, but now years pass like months? Why does time feel like it's speeding up, even though every clock still ticks the same? Is it just an illusion, or is your brain literally compressing time as you grow older? When you were 5 years old, a single year was 20% of your entire life. Every day felt huge, full of new experiences, discoveries, and the sensations. Now, if you're 30, a year is only 3% of your life. The proportion changes, and so does your perception. Time, it turns out, is not something we measure only with clocks. It's something our brains construct from memory, attention, and emotion. The more familiar life becomes, the less your brain bothers to record. And when fewer memories are stored, time seems to shrink. Neuroscientists call this the ratio theory of time perception. It's simple. Each period of life feels shorter because it represents a smaller fraction of our total lived experience. But there's more. Deep inside the brain, the insular cortex and hippocampus act like an internal clock. But this clock doesn't tick by seconds. It ticks by events, by changes, by novelty. The more new things you experience, the more time your brain thinks has passed. That's why childhood summers felt eternal. Every day was packed with firsts: first bike rides, first beaches, first heartbreaks. Adulthood, on the other hand, is a loop of repetition: work, commute, routine. The brain stops paying attention, and when it does, time collapses. Psychologists describe this as temporal compression. When we form fewer distinct memories, the timeline in our minds becomes denser. Think of it like pages in a diary. If every page is full, time feels long. But if most pages are blank, months vanish in a blur. Emotion also plays a role. Fear, excitement, and love make time expand. Boredom and stress make it disappear. The late psychologist William James once wrote, "A day full of new sights and sounds seems long in retrospect, but a day spent in dull routine seems short," even though both contain the same number of hours. So time doesn't fly because life gets shorter. It flies because we stop noticing it. There's another theory: the metabolic clock. When we're young, our brains process information rapidly. Our metabolism is faster, our neurons fire quicker, so the same second feels longer, because more data fits inside it. As we age, our brain's processing slows. We take in fewer frames per moment, like a camera recording at a lower frame rate. The result? The movie of life plays back faster. Some scientists even suggest that dopamine, the neurotransmitter linked to motivation and novelty, declines steadily after our 20s. Less dopamine means less sense of wonder, and wonder is what stretches time. So if time's speeding up, can we slow it down? The answer, surprisingly, is yes. Studies show that the more you break routine, travel, learn new skills, meet new people, the more dense your brain's record of time becomes. In other words, the key to slowing time is living deliberately. Step out of autopilot. Fill your days with moments your brain can't ignore. Because in the end, time isn't about the number of years you live. It's about how many moments your mind truly captures. Maybe time isn't slipping away at all. Maybe it's just waiting for you to notice it again. Subscribe, and let's keep unveiling what lies beneath.